Good morning, everybody. And it's a very cold, frosty one today here in Exeter, but beautiful. The sun's out. So we're all well, and I hope you are. Myself and my two doggy friends relaxing after breakfast. Happy New Year! This is a shorter version of the previous New Year's practice. So, to start with, a bit of work for our Christmas tums, and then a flowing lotus flower practice, slightly different from the previous video. The lotus flower is very symbolic. It represents rebirth, growth, triumph against adversity, overcoming obstacles. The beautiful lotus bud grows up from the mud and becomes a beautiful flower in the sunshine. We'll talk more about that later. Would you like to start by coming into Balasana, the child's posture? So I've got a nice blanket here, and it might be quite nice. Do make sure that you have all your things around you: blankets, cushions, coziness, blocks, straps, anything. You can use books, you can use a dressing gown cord, you can have substitutes if you haven't got the right equipment. So put a nice blanket here, fold it up, quite nice for your knees, and come into Balasana, curl up into a little ball, and you might want to put a cushion under your head, or one just under your bum there. Get cosy, take time to get comfortable. I think it's always good to take this quiet time at the start of your practice. You might have had a busy day, you might have been running around. Got to cross that bridge from your everyday activities to this special time, and thank yourself for giving yourself this time. To make sure you're comfy. So we're the ones who take care of our bodies, and our body takes care of us in return. So just take time to check in. How's your body feeling today? How's it speaking to you? I feel the breath moving inside your body. This basic body movements, basic body rhythm. Gentle rise and fall of the breath throughout the whole body breathing. Listen to your breathing. This is how to always begin again, always leading you back home. So yoga's all about finding ease in discomfort. It's about deliberately doing postures and exploring new movements, unknown places. So through our breath, the movements, and the constant shift in energy, yoga helps us to feel alive and involved. We learn to seek out silence so we can hear the inner voice. And we begin to settle for nothing less than this. So here's to a new beginning, a new year, to committing yourself to always seeking out the out of the way places of the heart. So this is a quote from Rumi. And you? When will you begin that long journey into yourself? And you? When will you begin that long journey into yourself? So very slowly start to come up from your child's posture. Come up to seated. I'm just having a glass of water. My throat's a bit dry this morning. A bit of a cold, I think. So move away any props for now. You might still want to keep a blanket underneath you because we're lying down in a minute. But not getting too cosy because we're working our tums. Come and sit like this. So I'm going to do a seated cat-cow here, which is just the same as your usual ones on hands and knees. Take your hands to your shin, breathing in and breathing out, rounding the back, tucking the chin in. The in-breath, so you can just sort of use the hands against the knees and round. So get a nice flow with your breath. Draw yourself up. Extend the spine. And then flex the spine. So this is a very simple movement, but it's so beneficial. It's so good for your spine. We can do our cat-cows so many ways. Like we usually do on our hands and knees, or seated, in a chair. Just mobilising our spine. And yoga is all about working towards a lovely, healthy, free spine. Particularly as we get older, the vertebrae can get quite compressed. The discs can get compressed. You see people losing height. Good. So come and sit nice and tall. Zip up those tummy muscles. And come down really slowly as long as your back is okay. So don't rush it. Otherwise just come down and you can feel it there. A biting point, feel it there. Don't lift your feet off. Come all the way down. Shoulder bridge. Check the feet and knees are hip width apart. I'm going to have my palms up. You know, then I don't push my palms down to assist me. But if you feel you need to have the palms down, do of course. Just check your alignment. Walk the feet in a bit more maybe. We're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, you tuck the tail under and you come all the way up towards your shoulders. You breathe in with the out breath. Beautifully slowly down, one vertebrae at a time. And curling right to the very base of the spine. Well done. Another one like this. Breathing in. Exhaling as we come up. Tuck the tail under, all the way up. Pushing up through the thighs. Lifting the hips, the chest, right towards the shoulders. Breathe in, lift a bit higher. The exhale takes us all the way down. Keep the tongue nice and firm to support you. How slowly can you come down? Brilliant. Keep lengthening the lumbar. So just check you're not coming onto the outer edges of the feet. You're pushing down through the base of the big toe, the little toe at the back of the foot. And this is different. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice and slowly up. A bit higher maybe, push the knees forward. Make sure you might roll onto the shoulders a bit more, but not the neck. With the next in-breath, reach the arms up and reach behind you. Just check your shoulder bridge is evenly distributed. You've got that lovely curve between the shoulders in the low back. You're lifting your tummy up. Push down with your feet. Couple of breaths here. Keep reaching back through the fingers. Breathe in, lift a bit higher. Breathe out, take the spine down, lovely and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Each one in turn, just like a string of beads, all the way down to the bottom. So feel a bit of traction in the spine as you reach back through your fingers. When each vertebra is down, float the arms all the way down. Well done. So 10 crunches here as we work the tongue. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Just take a breath. Take your neck from side to side. Remember to draw up your pelvic floor muscles. Engage mula bandha. And when you do this, you want the lower rib to be coming down towards the pubic bone. So drawing up the pelvic floor muscles, you probably know anyway, it's that little squeeze down below. Just like you're having a wee and you stop in, mid-flow. Let's take the knees up above the hips. And if you still need to keep the feet down, stay at that stage. And let's go 1, 2, 3, try to relax your neck, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Relax the head, stretch the legs up, lengthen the low back. You can always stay down a stage. And we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can feel that working the upper abs, can't you? We're going to reach up to the ceiling now for 1, right past the feet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down slowly. Well done. Let's just gently take the knees one way. Look the other way, head the other way. Ease it out. Come to the centre. We're coming into bridge again and it's different. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. Breathe out, knee towards the chest. Straighten the left leg. It can hover or be on the mat. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch the leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Let's do the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, the left leg reaches up. Draw the knee in while you straighten the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beginning to feel that. I am mid to upper abs. Well done. We've only got 2 more on each side. Breathe in, breathe out. So don't have to come up too high. Keep the tummy firm. Breathe in, lift up and reach. Breathe out, draw the knee in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, knee in, stretch away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're doing beautifully. Let's do one more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, knee in, and off we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Keep at it. You definitely feel it now. Just one more. Breathe in. Oh, and then breathe out as you come up. That's it. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, knee in. Right leg straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Oh, draw the knees in. Have a little roll. Do a few little circles. Hopefully your back's all right. Let's spinal roll to seated or come up to seated, however, up to you. I feel nice to give the spine a little massage here, but keep the chin tucked in. Up you come. Support the back of the thighs. 1. Sit up tall. 2, 3. We're coming into boat, Navasana. 1, 2. Keep smiling. 3. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Stay down a stage if you need to. 1, 2, 5 now. 3, 4, 5. Can you do 5? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are your thighs screaming? Sit up a bit taller. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5 again. 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't sink the boat. 1. Look at your toes, they're your drishti. 5, 4. Squeeze those tummy. 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done. Just one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done. So either a little back bend here like that, or a table for 5. So don't collapse your table. Firm up the tummy muscles, roll the shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly does it. Do you keep the knees bent for forward bend Paschimottanasana or legs straight? Breathe in. You might have the hands here. You might do that. You might be able to do a bind. Nice to have a strap by you as well. You choose. So breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, allow yourself to soften. Use the breath. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out. And in that lovely pause at the end of the out-breath, see if you can go a little bit deeper. We're moving from the hips, the chest is leading. Shoulders are down the back, and the spine's not doing a lot, it's just chilling out there. One more breath. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Up you come. Well done. Come on to your knees. Have a drink or anything you need. I can feel that in my tongue, can you? We need to have a nice, firm, strong tummy to support our spine and to help us move from one posture to the other with ease. Come onto your hands and knees. Lift the right knee up, look up. Draw the knee through and step the foot between the hands. Tuck the back toes under, lunge a bit deeper. There's always room when you're at home, isn't it? Finding room. You can have the front toes tucked under the front of the foot on the mat. Stack the spine on top of the hips, lift your chest and open up to your crescent moon lunge. 3 breaths. You don't have to look up. If you do look up, lengthen through the back of the neck. So we're going to make our lotus flower mudra. You're making your hands into a lotus flower. The lotus flower symbolising rebirth, overcoming obstacles. Bring the lotus flower to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart, and hold it there. So the lotus flower growing up out of the mud, the bud grows up out of the mud to a beautiful flower that opens in the sunshine. And it's also about non-attachment. It's this beautiful flower surrounded by dirt, being lovely in all conditions. Let's move. Breathe in, breath of joy. Palms face the back, interlink the fingers. Let's take a little back bend here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, reach back towards the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe lift the arms a little bit more. I really want you to lengthen your low back. I want you to keep your tummy nice and firm here. Maybe open up your back bend a bit more, maybe you don't. Just imagine there's that hand between your shoulders and you can let go even more. Breathe well into the space of the heart. And loving back bends, especially for cold winter days, we get very hunched up against the cold. So we need to sort of do these lovely heart opening postures to keep us happy, help us to breathe well. Well done. Take your hands down, take a nice stretch through that right leg, curl the toes up, keep the knees up, draw up through the thigh. Spine's long, draw the right hip, draw the draw the left hip forward, right hip back. Lengthen the spine. Have a wiggle if you want to. Well done. Bend the knee, tuck the toes under, down dog. Your first down dog. You might want to walk on the spot. You might want to breathe in, bend one knee, breathe out, hold. You might want to rise up and down. You might want to have a wiggle. Whatever feels good for you. I like to press my hands into the mat and lengthen my spine. Make more space through the sides of the body, through the front of the body. Keep the neck long. Come onto your knees. Look up. Take the left leg back from the other side. Draw the knee through. Help it through or step it through. Tuck the right toes back, lunge a bit deeper. So you get a nice stretch through the front thigh as well. Oh, wobbly. Sometimes they're a bit wobbly, aren't they? Zip up the tummy muscles to stop you wobbling. And let's open into our crescent moon lunge. Just 3 breaths here. Keep the lumbar spine long. Draw the pubic bone up, but draw the lower ribs down. Don't flay the ribs. Make the lotus flower mudra. Take it to the sun. And take your lotus flower to your crown, your brow, your throat, your heart. Hold the flower at your heart. About rebirth, moving on, personal growth. Triumph against adversity, non-attachment. Breath of joy. Lift your heart. Can you do the opposite spine now? Usually the little finger that's not usually on the top's on the top. Reach back. Open up your back bend. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe lift the arms back a bit more. Breathe well into the space of the heart. Breathing in energy and spreading that energy all the way through you to revitalise you, recharge you and nourish you. Just feel the ribs expanding, lifting and lowering to the sides, as well as the front and the back. So you can sink a little bit lower. These are such good postures, especially this time of year. Lovely opening postures for the chest and shoulders, and a nice stretch through our thighs. Good for our legs and hips too. Let's stretch out that front left leg and have a wiggle. Ooh. Get into any of those icky bits, and then lengthen the spine. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Knees soft, draw up through the thigh. You might even be able to lower yourself, but my gaze is over the toes. I'm working to shut the gap between my ribs and my thigh, my chest and my thigh, my neck's long. Well done. Bend the knee. Ardha Shavasana. 5 breaths. So you can walk, you can marinate and stay here. You can push down with your hands and lift your tail higher. I just love stretching out my spine, especially first thing in the morning. You can keep the knees soft if you need to. You can bend the elbows. Always adapt the postures to suit you. One more breath. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. So we're going to come down onto our knees. You may just do a little baby push up to the earth, or you may stick your bum in the air, elbows in, knees, chest, chin. So sometimes you need to practice that, come down to the earth. Or let me just shift stuff behind you. So you're on your mat there. I'm going to make some way so you can see me properly. I'm going to make a sort of diamond shape with our fingers, a diamond shape. So it's like that. And you put your elbows are out to the side. Put your forehead in that diamond shape. I'm going to 5 little lifts. 1. Push the thighs into the mat. 2. 3. If this is too much, you just stay on the elbows. 4. And 5. Well done. Have a little wiggle. And then take the arms out like sort of cactus arms, so they're a bit wider. And you can stay on the elbows. Or we can come up into our cobra. 1. Keep the neck long, keep the spine long. I'm just looking ahead. I'm not looking up for cobra. 2. Draw the chest through. Low back relax. 3. 4. Well done. Come down. Take your hands under your shoulders. Take a nice big stretch back in child. I'm taking my knees apart. You don't have to. I'm reaching my arms in front of you. You don't have to. You can bring them down by the side. Do what feels right for you. Feel the spine lengthening. Feel the low back lengthening. Ease your tailbone towards your heels. Drop your chest. Allow yourself to soften. Follow the breath and know that being supported by the earth and following the breath is a wonderful foundation for your yoga practice. Going to come up slowly. Brilliant. We're going to come onto hands and knees here and take a down dog to take us up to standing. So you might want to hold the dog like this. You might want to lift your heels up and swing your heels over to your right and bend the right knee And that might be enough. Or you might want to look towards the left and maybe even come upon the fingertips. My mat's got slippy now. And spin the ribs towards the left. Drop your hips towards the right. So you've got this nice stretch through the left side. Well done. Let's come up. Other way. Bend the left knee. Swing the hips towards the left. Look towards the right. Maybe come up on right fingertips. Breathe well. 1. Keep pressing down with the opposite hand. You can even lift the fingers up. 3. That's wonderful. Lift up high. Take the heels down. Start to take a little walk on the spot. Walk it out. And then start to take your walk towards the front of the mat. Slow walks towards the front of the mat. Forward bend. Bend the knees. Rest the ribs on the shelf of the thighs. Just hang there a moment. Lengthen the neck. Slowly restack the spine as we come up to standing. Soften the shoulders. It's lovely. Have a drink or anything you need. Come and stand at the front of your mats. Lift your toes up, spread them out, lift the arches, and push down with the back of the foot. Push down with the balls of the foot. And you're well balanced. Your foot's like a triangle. Base of the big toe, the little toe at the back of the foot. Lengthen your spine. Beautifully tall. Shoulders relaxed down the back. Lift up your breastbone. Lengthen from the crown of the head. Remember to have a little bit of engagement in your tummy through these postures. We're going to step back to warrior 1. So step your left leg back. Bend the right knee. Check you're not on a tightrope. Draw the left hip forward, right hip back. Virabhadrasana 1. So warrior 1, a big cousin of your crescent moon lunge. Same posture. From the waist up. And that lovely softness between the shoulders, a lovely smile between the shoulders. See if you can sink down a bit lower. That back leg's going to stay beautifully strong. It's not going to bend. Knee drawing up, but soft. Thigh drawing up. Let's take our lotus mudra, just like you did before, just the same. And then bring the flower all the way down to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. So we're going to move in this. You breathe into a breath of joy. As you breathe out, let's straighten the front leg. Come forward. You might need to keep the knee a little bit soft there. Hips are squared off. We're going to move in this before. You breathe in, you come up. Lotus flower to the sun. Lotus flower all the way to the heart. Oh, breath of joy. I've nearly forgot that. And then we hinge from the hips. We come forward. The hips, they squared off. Okay. The in-breath brings us up. Lotus flower to the sun. Exhale all the way down to the heart. Inhale, breath of joy as you come all the way forward with the exhale. Just 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breath of joy, straighten the leg. And come over. Well done. 1 more. Lotus to the sun, to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's just do 1 more for luck, because it's going to be different. So really root down and extend here. Exhale completely to the heart. Inhale, Big breath of joy. Interlink the fingers. Straighten the leg and come over. If you need a bit of knee bend there, do. 5 nice deep breaths. Parsvottanasana. So my gaze is over my toe, my hips are squared off. I'm working my right ribs, my right outer ribs towards my right inner thigh. My chest towards my right inner thigh. My gaze is over my toe. Breathe well. Neck's nice and long. And in that lovely pause at the end of the out breath, maybe you can go a little bit deeper, maybe you can't. Shoulders draw together. Think about breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Come all the way up, bend the knee. Lotus flower to the sun, to the heart. Breath of joy. Put your hand on your thigh and open up behind you. I'm going to take that foot back and find the warrior two. 5 nice deep breaths here. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. Turn the palms up. Turn the palms down. Let's ease out the shoulders. Just check that back arm's level with the front. Straighten the front leg and sink. So eventually your thigh will be parallel to the floor. Your gaze is over your right middle finger and your shoulders are over your hips. Well done. Turn the front palm up. Reverse your warrior. Let's keep a nice lot of space through the right ribs. Let's push down with the right foot. Sink a little bit deeper. That back leg's strong. If you find you're crunching in the waist, just push down there a little bit. Well done. Can you do a bind with the back arm? Just bind round and roll that shoulder back a bit more. Let's straighten the front leg. Come back a bit into a bit more back bend if it's right for you. And reach towards the side wall. So you know where we're coming. Trikonasana. Hand could just come to the knee, the shin, hold the big toe. Let's just stay there in a bound Trikonasana for now. So you're really rolling that shoulder back, rolling that hip back. Stay there or reach the arm up. Stacking the shoulders on top of each other. You don't have to look up. Just look ahead, relax the neck. Breathe in, lengthen the spine and breathe out. Just start to lift the ribs, the chest towards the left. The knees are soft, but you're drawing up through the thighs. Some of you will be able to take the arm over by the ear. So we get a nice yummy stretch all the way through the left side of the body. Don't collapse on the underside. Something like you do a nice sort of bow. I could look up, I could look down at my pinky toe. So nice, it's so blissful to make space through the sides of the body. Oh, we never stretch through the ribs, do we? It's going to help our breathing capacity in these cold, dark months. Breathe well. I've got the settee to rest on. You just hang there. So to come up, I like to bend the knee to keep it safe. Open all the way back, up. Palms come up, lotus flower at the heart. Step towards the front. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me here. Just put your hands on your hips and step your right leg back. Square the hips off, okay? Lengthen the tail. 3 breaths in Virabhadrasana 1. So, and as soon as I do this, I notice my ribs are rising up and flaring up. Drop them down. Drop the shoulders down. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. Keep drawing that right hip forward, left hip back. And you can look up, but you don't have to. You don't want to sort of crunch the back of the neck. Lotus flower. to the sun, to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. Hold it there. So you're going to move with this. You're going to breathe in, breath of joy, and breathe out over that leg. You can keep the knee bent if you need to, okay? Breathing in, lotus to the sun, to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. Next in breath, hinge from the hips. Keep the spine long. Get a nice flow with your breath. The in breath, the out breath to the heart. In breath, lift your heart. Exhale forward. So remember, when you're moving, you want a nice firm tummy to support you all the way down to the heart. Big extra breath of joy because it's a lovely day. It's going to be a lovely day today. Just one more. Remember, the breath is the very essence of your asana practice. Bring the hands all the way down to the heart and your flower. Big extra big breath of joy. Interlink the fingers. See if you can do it the other way. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And before you come forward, just check you've got that length through the front of the body. And keep the hips squared off. Right hip forward, left hip back. And it might be enough just to hold a flat back. Or put the hands on the hips. Or you might want to hinge over. So I'm looking at the edge of my mat. I'm trying to rest my left ribs against my left inner thigh. And I'm working my chin in the direction of my shin. And it hasn't reached there yet. So I'm looking ahead. I'm not looking down. It's a forward bend, not a down bend. Maybe lift the arms a little bit higher. They act as a lever as you release down. Breathe well. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out softly. Bend the knee to come all the way up. Lotus to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. Big breath of joy. Take that hand to the thigh. Lift the other one up and come all the way to your, adjust your feet to your warrior two. I need to take my foot out a little bit wide. I'm sinking down through strong legs. Good foot alignment, spread the toes out. Lengthen the arms, like you're lengthening from your heart centre. You've got no shoulders to feel icky. And your tummy's beautifully firm. Tuck your tail under, don't stick your bum out. Are you coming forward? Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. You want to be equally pulling back just as much as forward. Arms are strong. Tone up the arms. Push the palms down. Palms up. Push down through the air and up. Push your feet down as well and up. Keep that front palm up and reverse your warrior. So you can be like this. You don't have to back bend too much. Don't crunch in the lower back. Keep the tummy nice and firm. You can look behind you, you can look up. I love this posture. It's so elegant and beautiful, isn't it? Let's just wrap the arm round and see if you can give the left inner thigh a bit of a tickle here. Can you straighten the front leg and come back even more? And then you keep the space through the underside of the body, through the left side, through the right side, as you reach. So this lovely lateral stretch here. You know, you take the hand to the knee, the shin, wherever really, or you could hook the toe. Roll the shoulder back. So just like I was flat against a wall. So, you know, if you're coming forward, you might need to take your hand a wee bit further. Keep that front knee soft, but draw up through the thigh. Tuck your tail under. Breathe well, and then we can open up if you like. So we're stretching the with lateral stretch. This one really works on the meridian lines of the liver and gallbladder, inner and outer thighs, and that's good for this time of the year. You might want to take your arm over, lateral stretch, or you might want to just relax, hang there, let go, let your breath, gravity and the weight of your body just ease you out. Relax. And then bend the front knee, big circle back with the right arm. Vera 2, palms up. Take your lotus flower. Well done. So I'm just going to turn my feet towards the front now. Breathing in and coming down. Couple of breaths there. Put your hands on your hips. Nice flat back. That might be enough. Or you might bend the knees, and we can just hang there. Just let go. Little rock from side to side. Relax, like a rag doll. Letting gravity, the weight of your body and your breath simply ease you out. Take your hands down, walk your feet in, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe in, bend the knees, come down, put your hand down, okay, straighten your legs. Draw your right knee in, take it across, sit nice and tall. Lovely straight spine here as we come into our twist. The left leg's nice and straight too. Right fingertips behind you, lean back. And let's just guide our belly, our ribs, our chest all the way round for Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes twist. Breathe in nice and tall and breathe out. Can you come round a wee bit more? Can you give your tummy a squeeze, your ribs? Come round your chest. Oh, this is so good for our digestion, particularly this time of year. So good for toning your liver. The liver loves twists. A wee bit more. Oh, my old dog says, laying on his back, snoring his head off. I hope you can't hear him too much. Very undignified. Couple more breaths. Make sure you're not leaning back. I just love these twists. So good for your spine. And then very gently take a little peek to the other side, to the left side. Tuck the chin in. Relax the neck. And we let the spine follow now while we de-rotate. It's funny counter posturing a twist with a twist, isn't it? But it does work. Hook your big toe and gently take it out, okay? So I'll do like a little back bend after a twist. I'd like to open up, a little wild thing here. Take your right hand down and all the way up. You can stay down if you like for that. You don't have to come up. Breathe well. All the way down. Let's close this side with a forward bend. Keep this left knee soft if you need to. Breathe in And exhale. And again. And reach. And this time I'm going to stay here. So as we said before, this is perfect. Gazing over my toe. Just trying to shut the gap between my ribs, chest and thigh. Some of you can do a bind. Some of you can even cross the wrists. Some of you might take your strap. 5 nice deep breaths. Soften the shoulders. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. And breathe out, invite your hips to relax. Where can you soften? You clenching your teeth or squaring your eyes up? It's like your spine wants to go one way and your hips the other. 2 trains going in opposite directions. And one more breath. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Oh, straighten your legs. A little bit of a, oh. And the other side. Draw the knee in. Up it across. So push on the shins, sit beautifully tall, lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders, fingertips behind you very lightly. And we'll come back all the way around. Breathe well. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, give the tummy an extra squeeze. Just imagine breathing in energy, breathing in all the way up the spine. And breathing out, feeling that energy washing all the way through you. To revitalise you, recharge you and nourish you. Can you come in a wee bit more? If your neck's all right, look over your shoulder more. So I'm just pushing down lightly through those fingers. Breathing in energy, releasing any energetic blockages. Take a peek over to your right, see what's happening. Put the chin in. Upper body follows. You rotate. Hook the big toe. Left foot right in the thigh. Left hand down. Stay low. Or lift. Push the thigh forward. You can have the toes up or not. You can come back. You can come to the side. Just make it your own. Breathe well. And one more breath. Breathing in. And breathing out completely. All the way down. Take your hands down, lift your hips, take your tummy over your thigh, and we'll lengthen out of the waist and reach, just like you've got to reach something in front of you. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Where are you going to come to? This is fine, you know, watch your back. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, breathe out, soften. Can you soften through the left hip, the left sitting bone? Can you relax into that left hip too? Can you draw your shoulders down the back? Keep your neck long. Just allow yourself to soften in that lovely, beautiful pause at the end of the out-breath. That's always our friend. That's always where we can let go. 2 more breaths. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Come up slowly. Well done. Oh, time to lie down. Put warm, cosy stuff on. Blankets, anything you need, cushions. Come down to your mat slowly in your own time. We've got one more little posture to do on the mat before Shavasana. So take your time to come down. Quite thirsty today. When you're done, let's finish with happy baby. I always like a happy baby. Really good for lengthening the back, getting into the hips. Well, I like to hold the outer fit because it keeps the shoulders open. So you might need to hold back of the knees. If you can't reach, that's fine. Draw the knees towards the ribs, towards the floor beside you. Lengthen your tail. Relax. And maybe just pull the feet apart or not. And maybe you're going to rock from side to side. It's not very elegant, but it's sort of a lovely comforting pose, isn't it? Keep the low back long. Keep lengthening the low back. So you might just rock, you might just stretch one leg up, bend the knee, another leg up and stretch the knee. Do what feels right. You get a little play here. Isn't it lovely how small children and babies can suck their toes? We lose all that, don't we? That's why it's good to do our yoga. Well done. Come down. Bend the knees. Check how you're going to lay in Shavasana. This is fine. This is fine. Or legs. A bit of gap between the feet, between the legs, between the arms and the body. Lift your head up, place it down. Have a wiggle and get cozy. Take time to get comfortable and take a few slow breaths. Few slow breaths. And let yourself go into the support of the mat, into the support of the earth. This posture is more important than all the other postures, giving your body a time to absorb all the good work. So as you connect to your breath, just gradually tune into this basic body rhythm. Use each out breath to help you to let go. Sinking into the mat, into the earth, finding heaviness. And you know what? I do this meditation every new year. I've been doing it for the past 12 years. I can't find anything nicer, really. So you might remember it if you've practiced with me before. So New Year is a time for fresh beginnings, a new start, a time to make resolves and resolutions. Allow the past to go. We cannot change it in any way, shape or form. This is a time for reflection, but not holding on. Not holding on to the past. We can create our future. We can look towards the future and we can plan goals. Sometimes we need to have patience and wait and allow a higher source to guide us. For to be still and in waiting come changes. When you're unable to make a decision and you've done your very best, hand it over to a higher source and wait. For it is in being still and waiting that what we need, not what we want, unfolds. I'm going to say these affirmations and leave a pause for you to repeat them to yourself. I believe in myself. I believe in my capabilities. I believe in my own inner strength. I believe in my goals. My still inner voice is my own guide. And I have no need to go elsewhere. So winter is a very peaceful and quiet time. Everything around us is still and nature is sleeping, but all is warm beneath the earth, and now all is taken care of, and all is well, and all is well, and all will be very well. So please, if you want to stay in Shavasana, just ignore what I'm saying. You can stay there for as long as you like. But otherwise, if you have things to do, just start to be aware of your physical presence, your body resting on the mat, the places where your body meets the mat, the felt sense of you. Then start to become aware of your surroundings, any sounds around you. And then your breath. And you might wish to take a few deeper breaths to re-energize you, recharge you, get you ready for the rest of your day. And however you want to move, wiggling fingers and toes, some movement in the legs and arms, maybe gently taking the head from side to side. Full body stretch, maybe some little circles with the knees. Take your time now to come and lay on your side. So slowly open your eyes, be aware of the light and shade. Put your hand down to feel the earth. Then very slowly, very carefully, make your way up to seated. And then sit comfortably so we can finish this practice together. Big in-breath, prana mudra. Bring the prayer hands to the crown, your brow for peaceful thoughts, your lips for kind words, and to your heart for love and compassion to yourself and all beings. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy New Year.